Cards? Cards.
Cards. Cards. Cards.
Cards.
Cards. Cards. Cards. And Pokemons, now we have cards.
Yep. A perfectly smooth transition.
Also, don't mind me, I'm just following like different strands of internet drama at the minute.
Sloppy for drama.
Apparently, some makeup guru got exposed and has lost nearly 300,000.
I feel like now you're sort of just latching onto these like a remora.
No. It was Game Has Class tweeted about it. I'm like, ooh, I gotta have a look at this.
Being told to put Twitter down.
No, I will not put Twitter down. What can I say? Numbers going down is fun.
Numbers go up's good, but you ever heard of numbers go down?
Love numbers go down.
Alrighty.
What is her sanctum?
Island Sanctum, Onslaught. Scout, then play a 2-2 Serpent with Flying, and then 7, play a 2-2 Serpent with Flying. If the enemy has more than 3 cards in hand, play 3 instead. I mean, that seems pretty fucking good. The Sanctums all seem pretty good, particularly in draft.
I also got, that's Snowmass Jotun. We have seen.
Yep, he is fairly large. There's a lot of big boys, gotta say.
There's a spell, strike, sorcerer, and a spell deck.
Yep, that is a permanent
bigger.
buff. Big thing in this format is that there are permanent buffs, and quite a few of them. That's definitely interesting. Cobalt Coin is definitely pretty alright for a power card. Like a power card that can essentially force one of your opponent's units to kill themselves is quite good.
Steel Legion, we've seen.
Streets of Flame is also quite good. It's Torch. Well, it's Alchemical Blast, but better, which is kind of a theme in Fire.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to go Island Sanctum here and see if we can't force blue. And we'll see what happens. So another Cobalt Coin, which is good to see. Fragility seems pretty alright. Diving Tariax is probably better if you can get the Onslaught, but not too bad. Toride Test Pilot's quite good. War Wagon I haven't seen before. Okay, so this one's just straight stats until the emergence happens. Looks pretty sweet though.
Yeah.
Looks like the fucking Ninja Turtles mobile.
And that Pyromage is good, but if you
Impatient Pyromage, quite good. Drawing a card for you, especially if it's power, it's great.
See that Auric Lookout a lot.
Yeah, this one seems alright. It's there was a unit, like Treasury Guard, I think, that was a 2/3 for 3 endurance. The interesting thing is it's got Scout staple to it, which is good, because at this point you definitely wouldn't play a Treasury Guard, but Shift 2 is also pretty interesting. So you can get a slight discount as long as you're okay with not playing it for 3 turns.
Yep.
Alright, Test Pilot's very good.
I've also seen that Crocodility now. Shift, play it on turn 1.
Yep. A lot of things you can play on turn 1 are very good.
Yeah, the Test Pilot is definitely good.
Yep. Thing about this format is you really want to be getting almost all of your cards from packs 1 and 4. Packs 2 and 3 are kind of crap. So I guess we'll see. Might be able to do Huru. 3. When a unit emerges or a unit with charge is played, it gets -3 this
We've
turn.
seen that.
Yep. And it's a 2/4.
Accuser.
The only thing about that is that it costs 7.
There's that Warhawk.
Yep, that can turn into a 4/3 flyer. I will say I have no idea like what I should be doing stats-wise for a lot of things. Oni Patrol's pretty okay. Gorgon Coatthroat fucking sucks. It's awful. I don't know why this card exists.
Yep.
At all. Possibly the worst card in the set. Certainly the worst unit.
The Clan Barracks when you Scout play Warrior.
Yep, this is definitely something you can use, but the fact that it costs 7 is quite difficult.
Yeah. Alright, what you thinking?
Good question. It does seem like Justice is fairly open.
I And like a bird, the Nervator.
Bird seems quite nice. I have no idea if Enervator's any good, although it does seem like it could help you get some stuff. And of course, the 2-4 isn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I might give it a shot. Praxis Insignia, another test pilot.
Behemoth.
Daring Maneuver,
Daring
Corrupted
Maneuver,
Behemoth. Yeah, Behemoth is a very, very strong overperformer. I will say I'm not seeing a color to settle on, because like Snowmass Jotun is fine. Another Toroid test pilot's fine. Corrupted Behemoth's quite good. Daring Maneuver's quite good. Even Bandit's Flail's fine. So I don't really know what colors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also works on your own units. Yeah. Behemoth, we've seen Behemoth.
Behemoth is just very
boy.
good.
Good boy.
Toroid test pilot is also just very good. Guy makes himself into a flyer, regains you some health. Like these things gaining you health are actually fairly relevant in this format because it is very fast.
Grab big boy.
I don't know. Mostly because I don't know how open time is. Granted, I think people are letting a lot of good time cards drop.
Yeah. Hi, Horn of Plenty.
Horn of Plenty's pretty okay. Nimble Conscript is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Again, we're seeing good cards in like every fucking color, and I hate
Rallying
it.
Sergeant. Yeah. Onslaught becomes a 7/4 for.
Yep, seems alright, although if I was in fire, I'd pick this guy in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Might just go with this Horn of Plenty.
Now, horns!
Yeah, timely.
Ah.
There's Submerged Titan, there's another fucking Nimble Conscript. Oh god. I'm gonna need to pick some colors eventually.
Nope. Yeah, we haven't really seen anything all that interesting in Shadow.
But that's it, and that's a problem, because you really want to be trying to force two colors in
Yeah,
this
there's an
format.
obelisk at common. Here you go. Half an obelisk.
Yep.
You know when you know it's a draft specs all over the place, it's true. Yeah. Grab a Titan, do you grab like Nimble Conscript?
Yeah, do I just pivot hard to fire and then just go fucking ridiculous Praxis shit? Who even cares about all this other stuff I've drafted?
Yeah, do it.
Horde Duelist is very good. Omnivorous Vorlunk is very good. Devotee of the Sands is very good. I'm already happy with this pivot. Which of these is the best one? It might just be Horde Duelist. Like a 2/2 charge for 2 is quite nice. Omnivorous Vorlunk is quite good too.
Vorlunk's good.
I feel like it's one of these two, depending on which color I want to lean
Rather
a bit
than
more
the
into.
Devotee. Salamander's also good, yeah.
I'm not huge on Salamander,
You're
to
not
be
huge
honest. I like the twist is extremely expensive.
True,
B,
true,
you
that's
only
true.
get to do it twice.
Yep.
If you can do it more times, you have the potential to do a lot more, and you can definitely close games out. But like, I think the small size definitely hurts it a lot for me.
Yeah.
It's definitely in opposition to the ooze that's in time, which is the same stat line and a twist, but the twist is cheaper and it leaves a body on the board.
Better, yeah. Fair enough.
So yeah, I think I might go Omnivorous Vorlunk. I think this card is just really good.
Yep.
What do you know? Quicksilver Ooze. We've seen Swirl the Sands be quite good.
Yep.
Just because, like,
I guess we'd
it
have
is
a relic,
hard
curse,
removal.
or a flying unit. And that's a lot. If it was just relic, you know, it
would be awful.
You know, but because it's like you can get rid of a curse on yourself, you can get rid of an enemy relic, or you can get rid of a
said, I might
unit.
just grab Oni Patrol.
Yep.
Early drops are quite good. Needle Spitter could be alright. I don't know if it's actually good, but look at this art. It's a literal Quilava. And I don't really care for Refreshing Waters. Don't know if Stampede will be any good. This is actually pretty alright. Restive Impulse. Alright, we're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Rusty Grenomotive, Rebel Sharpshooter, and Pummel are all quite good cards. So, your strategy for packs 2 and 3 should really just be, like, you've committed to your deck in pack 1. Packs 2 and 3 should basically just be fill out, like, get as many playable cards as you can with it. God. Like, all of these are very good for this deck.
Yeah, high on color crests.
Crests
right?
are so good.
Right?
It would probably be the Grunamotive if it's not the crest.
Got that pummel too. Especially with there's no finest hour now. So pummel is just super good.
Mm-hmm. Clan Standard's quite good. Standards are very, very good in these packs if you can get them on color. I might just take a Pyre Adept here. Mm-hmm. It's been noted that 2-drops are actually pretty hard to come by in this format. And numbers are all like kind of weird, so I think Pyre Adept is actually pretty okay in this format.
Yep.
Standard's a better card, but like I said, I think I'm okay with foregoing it, unless we start seeing a lot of good stuff. Like a second range Dinomancer in a row. So there's Hip Shot here, there's Watchful Amanera, there's Training Ground. All of these are fine. I think the thing with Fire, though, is that it got much, much better removal spells in this format.
Yeah.
With Char and City of Flame. So I don't have to worry so much about grabbing that. So I'm probably more into Training Ground than Watchful Marinara. Another 2-2. 2-2 with Endurance, even. None of these are amazing. I am definitely seeing some good cards here. Wallbreaker can potentially help get through, so I might grab that. Let's see. Nothing exceptionally exciting over here. Back Hunt is bad. Envelop has a small chance of ball. I'll take Cryptic Etchings this late.
Yep.
Jeez. I mean, not that any of these cards are all that great, but...
Yeah.
Aerial Battle!
No battle.
Ooh, God. So, Porcelain
Pummel
Mask
and
is
Porcelain
good,
Mask.
but Pummel and Backpacker's Machete are both incredible. This is gonna get interesting. I mean, Machete Scouting is quite good. Pretty happy to have the Needle Splitter, but of course Pummel also does the same.
Yep. I should get a machete on your needle splitter. Comes a fucking 5/5 for that turn. That's pretty funny. Yeah, machete, pummel, both good.
Yeah, Muck Crawler is a thing. It's probably not too much of a thing.
Defiance is still a good card.
Defiance is very good in this format. Like, removal is hard to come by in this.
Yep.
Power Heretic's pretty good. Someone's getting a good Justice deck. Go with him as like top end. This is where I take the Watchful Marinara. Might be. All the seats we've been seeing are not in our colors, which is funny.
Yep.
Yes.
She goes standard.
I don't care what else is in this pack. Alright, well this one's being significantly nicer to us, in that it has anything at all for us. An Iron Hook or another Clan Wallbreaker? That is an interesting question. Like, because Iron Hook is actually okay and Clan Wallbreaker is quite bad. Or like, Iron Hook is sort of like, if you really need some removal, it's okay. Clan Wallbreaker, I don't know if I want 2 of those.
Yeah.
Maybe I just go for that. It's true, Amanera works with Needle Splitter. Dustblind's not good, but hey. I don't think a second Cryptic Etchings is all that good. Lightning Strike is nice, but... Yeah, buddy!
Ooh, hello.
That's pretty good. We've got... I'd actually just like to scoop this pack up, frankly.
Yeah,
I could build the rest of my deck with this.
Devotee of the Sands, Deathjaw.
By the way, Retribution is fucked up good.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, Retribution is fucked up.
Retribution is at worst rebuke, at best
It's just a kill, yeah.
bring down, but without the limit.
Retribution is fucking wild. We've had it kill 2 worms on us.
I feel so bad passing up on a Nimble Conscript and a Horde Duelist and an Impatient Pyromage. And honestly, even an Adolescent Death Trap and a Devotee of the Sands, but Locust Hatcher will win games.
Daring Maneuver's good. Another Corrupted Behemoth.
Yeah, God, I want that Daring Maneuver. I want that Streets of Flame.
Yeah,
I want both of these. I probably don't want the Corrupted Behemoth here because I do have a pretty high set of things. I mean, a lot of these are going away, but I'm very low on units. So the question is Arcanum Elite worth it? Probably not.
Yeah.
Streets of Flame or Daring Maneuver? That's an interesting question. This deck might just fall completely on its face if I don't find enough units. It's worth noting.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Mining Team is actually quite good. Better than Needle Spitter. I wish I could take this Daring Maneuver, but again, I just absolutely that's as hard as possible. 2 cost 1/3 flying's pretty okay. Amber Coin's alright, but I think once again going hard for units is good. Might mean passing up a Char, admittedly. Yeah, 13 units. That's plenty, right? Yeah, if I had just committed to Praxis super early, which, you know, not really a problem with me for not, or if the packs had been a bit more open, I think I wouldn't be quite so worried. Training Ground is a removal, or is a unit at least. Yeah. So I'm at 15 right now. But I think until, like, if I'm being offered an okay unit versus a good fast spell, I might have to lean on the unit right now.
Yep.
Char is very good. Quicksilver Ooze is very good. Devotee of the Sands is very good.
And we got a big hole at 2.
Yep. Yeah, I think the hole at 2 is more important to fill right now. As much as I really want to take that. Expedition Leader. Yeah, I think I want that. I mean, right now, she's got Shift, and he's got Shift, and he's got Shift. That might just be enough. Yeah, they've got Shift. I think he's fine here. The other one would be just the Sizzleback Salamander, which, not awful in this deck. Like, this is probably the kind of deck that wants to have that reach to get over. Yeah, they finally printed Shock.
Yeah.
Winnow, Warp, an enemy, Plague for 6. Great. And yeah, like, it's not really being on board, it's being able to play a hand that actually lets me get up to Locust Hatcher.
Yeah.
Locust Hatcher will absolutely win games, but I do need to be able to play him, and I'd love to be able to take things like Iceberg Frontrunner out of this deck.
Yep.
So we'll see how this all ends up going. I'm still between Salamander and Leader. I mean, Leader is so much, like, value for all of these shifts coming out, but I think Salamander is actually probably more likely to get things over.
Ooh, Humbug.
Humbug's quite good. Displaced Arictodon is quite good.
The Conscript.
We do have the Crest of Impulse as a thing. There is another Nimble Conscript. Oh god. Wow, again, just give me all of this. Like, I'd even put the Amber Coin in the deck. Might just be Nimble Conscript here.
Rather than Humbug?
I think so. Like, I think this deck just wants to play down. Yeah, going heavy on Scouts is quite good, but I still think a 3/4 is just ridiculous. Redonkulous.
Nothing in our color.
Redunculous. You know, I hadn't seen an Emerald Coin before now. It's quite good. I probably should have just taken a uncommon there instead of a common. Foolish. Another Quicksilver Ooze is pretty good.
Yep.
It's worth noting that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3 drops right now. Arcanum would be really good on Corrupted Behemoth. Quite good on Wall Breaker.
Anything that twists, so your
Yes,
salamander will
she is
love it.
very good with anything that can twist. Is her biggest thing, but it's also like Quicksilver Ooze.
Yeah, yeah.
Quicksilver Ooze is like such a good card. Oh, we're up to 19 units at least, so I think I managed to get there even at the cost of like several really good spells. So we'll see how this deck does. I mean, we are actually like this is more or less the deck.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
Ooze, yes. Ooze, anything that twists with horn is very good.
The coins are quite nice. I like the coins a lot. Yeah, things like Horn of Plenty I think is quite good in this format. 5 cost for a Xenon Obelisk risks being too much, but the fact that it's at common and the fact that Twist exists in this format is like really fucking pushes it up. Well, we got us a Praxis deck. This will be interesting. Worth asking. We definitely are removing at least one of these spells. Might or might not remove the Iceberg Frontrunner. I haven't really decided. I don't know. If I'm removing a unit from this deck, it's probably the one, right? I think so. Envelop may help us get a kill before they kill us.
Or what, Dustblind?
Dustblind is like a finisher. I guess it's probably one of these two, and considering this costs 2 and this costs 5, that's fairly reasonable. The Iceberg Frontrunner is not a good card. I want to make sure that that's out there.
Running 16 or 17.
That is the question. It's either I cut a Frontrunner and put a Sigil in, or I play this deck 16 power.
Sudden Stampede can win games.
Sudden Stampede is not good, but
No.
yeah, having a way to end games could be nice. You know, like when I just need a little bit to get over, especially in a format where there's a whole bunch of shift cards that you can put in for unblockable damage. The little like every point of health in this format counts a lot. I've been watching a lot of Sunnyvale streaming today, and he's he's definitely all in on the aggro here.
It's definitely very aggressive play. Used it before.
Yep. As far as doubles go, there's the Vorlunk, the Locust Hatcher eventually. That's it.
And you definitely want to keep a bunch of spells. It's also really good for activating spell things like that, because
Yep.
it's 2 cost. Helps you get in pip damage. Activates all those.
I'm honestly not sure. We got 9 fire sigils, 8 time sigils. Real fixin' of. Yeah, Blurry Chaser is real good. Let's play. I don't know if it's amazing.
You've got spells to get Scout. That one.
Yes. This one's just fine. Got lots of stuff I like. Very few things I don't. This does play. Would really want it to if possible, but not too bad in that regard. I would play this Nimble Conscript on 1, Pyre Adept on 2. I guess that is another portion of it, where like this Nimble Conscript can be played on 3, but it can also be played on 1.
Yeah, yeah. Shift is definitely...
Maybe that's what I do. Let's give this deck a spin.
Let's give it a shot. No idea what we're doing. Let's roll.
That's a new format, baby. Might go 0, might go 7. Or the Eternals. Might want to look for a start that's more aggressive than...
Yeah, just really do all.
Now Tane I can get.
play on one.
Him.
Let's go!
I have a pummel to back him up. When he starts smacking things, it is going to be so good.
Take that!
That's adorable. Oh, that's beautiful. This is basically the ideal for these. That's interesting.
Want the Pyre Adept or not?
I think I do. Next turn I'll play the Needle Spitter and the Pyre Adept.
Can kill.
I don't think I mind that too much. I think I can play Envelop on it. Maybe I just do that instead.
Ignite!
And I guess they'd just be able to replay it.
Yeah.
And then kill it anyway, but...
Yeah.
Be fine. The one thing about this is that Pummel does not buff it, because Pummel has to be played when attacking. Fair. Alright, well, this happens. I think I can just go for gas. Twist that ooze. And Ace Base. Shift is really interesting as a mechanic. I have 0 power. You should really play it. You should really just do that. What are you afraid of?
The castle will not yield!
Alright, fair enough.
Alright. Yeah, they're gonna kill him off. Why they did that. But, that is pretty slow, I gotta say. It's arguable that I could just not, played the ooze out there. The one thing about him is that because his twist is so expensive,
I'll dull their bullets.
he's really, like, difficult. That's interesting. Just twist him and then all in here. But just not even twist him, all in, and then I have Pummel. Yeah, I don't twist him here. Go for it. Yeah. I think I play this anyway.
Out of the hand, or?
Yeah, just get it off my deck, off the top of my deck. And they're down to 7 now. Like, I could have just waited to draw that, but honestly, I think it's not necessarily
we paid
enough
to
gas.
draw a card.
That's adorable. They are spending so much for stuff. Because, yeah, that was a 2-cost cantrip.
Yep. Well, with 2 pummels, I think we win.
Probably.
Double stack them on... the 3 they let through.
Neat. Goodbye, Horn Plenty. Alright, well that's a good start. This dude! Draft this dude! Draft that fucking dude! That's gonna be the theme of this stream.
Yeah, yeah, it's cheap enough to warp it.
Yep. That's the thing, like, I could potentially have kept that to play it to get over, but I don't think I had enough big units to really want to do that.
Yeah.
So, like, playing it as a 2-cost cantrip is not the worst thing in the world. This is pretty good.
Oh, we just started. We won 1 game.
We are 1-0. Yeah, I like that.
We're Praxis. Having fun.
Praxis seems really good in this format. Just FYI. This doesn't really matter. They haven't really played anything.
Blink and you'll miss it.
Okay.
Blink and you'll miss it.
So it is. I could just kill that. And I might. And also just play him and kind of see what they can do.
Wreck them!
Wrecked him. And then next turn I'm able to play like Streets of Flame in, which is nice. And hey, they might present me with a more dangerous target, because to be honest, a 1-3 isn't the scariest thing in the world. The ramp they get from it is pretty scary, but it's not like, you know, oh fuck. I'm fine with that, honestly. They spent a lot of tempo to do that, and they did nothing with their turn, so that's good. So 5 power now. Etchings? Honestly, I think I'm in a pretty good position. I don't really need to. Question is if I play him or play this. I might just want to play him unshifted to not have to wait the turns.
Guide my fists.
I think I'd rather do that. Basically, you're paying 2 here to not have to be able to like start smacking with him immediately. And at a 3-4, like Spider Tank doesn't get printed in this game, so like 3-4 is actually a ridiculous stat line for a 3-cost. A merchant. That's scary.
It's scary.
That's a good card, Horn of Plenty. Alright, that's just training gowns. That doesn't scare me too much. Will be able to slow me down now. That's also a bit awkward, so I may end up doing him anyway so I can get 2 things out. Hit him for 1 whole damage. I'm very unsure, because I really like, it's sort of like, do I want to just empty my hand? Nah, I'd rather just have them sliding in every turn. Sliding into their DMs. In a perfect world, Throne of Plenty is my next card. In an imperfect world, who gives a shit? Alright, I could do the most obvious thing in the known universe and attack in with these 2. Tell them exactly what I got. Like, do I want to scout? I probably do want to scout, don't I?
Stay alert.
Hi, I have a pummel. Wow, you fell for my pummel. Why would you do that?
Ooh, yep.
Well, that's staying on top of the deck, which means...
Definitely staying on top of the deck.
Do it anyway, baby. It's still on top of the deck. Also means Quicksilver Ooze gets to come out, and then I can still attack in with everything.
Yep.
Yeah, Justice and Primal have a lot of flyers. Primal in particular has some huge flyers for draft. Like, this format has so many non-3/3 flyers, it's ridiculous. Or like over 3/3 flyers. It's kind of ridiculous.
Definitely. Problem bird.
Not when it dies here. Question here is, do I want to just kill off that merchant? And I think I'd probably do. Like, it's going to be able to block my little units for quite some time.
Yeah. Well, that's the monk.
Plus, just getting his damage through quite nice. Always remember to scout. Don't end up with a power draw.
Let me see what I can do with it.
Like it, love it, gotta have it. I'm enjoying
You
this.
keep doing this. It's so mean.
Ah! Guess I shouldn't have thrown that away.
Whoops.
That's fine. I'd rather, you know, draw to him. Pretend like we don't know. We'll find power again eventually, maybe.
True. I mean, we have a decent amount of scout, hopefully. Big birds.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a lot for them to give up there. Oh, interesting. If your twist would kill your unit, it's red. That's neat. I was gonna say... That's a problem.
That is a problem.
Alright, we probably lose this game now. Because, guess what? Withstand exists in this format.
Enemy sighted.
Yeah, shouldn't have been attacking him with a devotee there. Wasn't really thinking about that, but it doesn't matter. We've lost.
Yeah.
Didn't get a lot across the line fast enough. Yeah, so like Withstand is printed in this set, and also it's permanent. It's a legendary spell basically at rare, which is not amazing.
Yeah.
Man, that would be good. Damn. Yeah, Bird loves any buff. The thing is, this format doesn't have any buffs. Like permanent buffs for things.
What? Clearly does, but
That was a rare. Doesn't exist.
all right.
Withstand isn't really, like, doesn't exist. It's, like, Withstand, or, I mean, Withstand is stupid good, and every time someone plays it against you, you're going to lose. Which is why it being at rare is probably too much. But it's in rare, so... It has weapons, yes, but it doesn't have any weapons. Fire has weapons. Justice doesn't have weapons. Like, I'm not really that scared about a 2/3 bird in this format. There are so many other things that fly. I think I'll keep this. I think I'll play her out for power. That seems fine. Honestly, you should draft Praxis. Fire and Time are very, very good. That's pretty good. It's fun to have.
Hi, big boy.
Yeah, in case they, like, fucking charge something out. Sure. Not much reason to really shift her.
And you'll miss it.
The sort of thing where, like, when you absolutely need her crucially, you might shift her.
Ricano has a lot of, Justice still has a lot of really good remove.
Yeah. Ricano would probably play very different than you're used to playing Ricano, if I had to guess. Keep going with that. That's gonna cost you quite a lot, but hey, don't let me get you down for that. Well, I'm gonna need to find that second time sigil at some point, but
Stay alert.
otherwise I'm pretty okay with all this.
Yeah, it lost Finest Hour, but it gained Retribution.
No. Justice is no longer the pure trick ridiculousness that it used to be. It's like, do I care? How much does this cost? That costs 2. Yeah, sure. Mostly because they spent 2 power on it, and I'm reasonably certain they don't really have anything else they can do. Stone-powered Heretic's really good here. Just need the next thing I draw to be a time sigil. It's that simple.
Yeah, fire has a lot of.
Ah, we're gonna lose. Why did you do that? You won the game. You shouldn't have done that. Why did you block?
Put her down. Wrong kind of power.
Ignite!
Ignite.
Why did you block? That's mildly annoying, but not the worst thing in the world. That's interesting that you opted into the 3 damage.
Let's go!
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you did have to get an extra 6 to kill their momentum.
But at the same time, like, if I was gonna blow, like, I would be scared for this thing, and because it wins me the game if it starts hitting them. Like, it was not worth the 4 damage that they were, you know, going to take there.
These samples are perfect!
Right, that's an issue.
I can carry just a few.
That's good, though. Really need that time eventually. This is the good shit.
Yeah, he's the good shit.
This costs what, 3?
Right,
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, our time might have passed with this one. It bought them so much time. There are definitely ways to catch aggro in this format.
Alright, fair enough.
Speaking of ways to catch aggro in this format.
Hello, we can play our boy.
Yep.
And we have a spell to make a locust next turn.
Yep. Question.
Armanara.
I could have. Good to get that out of the way, though. 4 more damage to them is nice, too.
Behemoth is a very good card.
Yes. Points of health matter in this format quite a lot. I mean, we just saw them gain 6 health and how it may actually beat us.
Back to get them.
I will, yes. It's partly just, you
When?
know... I mean, I'm playing it this turn regardless. Mostly like, do I attack in with a bunch of things to try to fuckwit them? But give this up for a 1-for-1. So I think I'm okay with that, just because that thing hitting me in the face every turn doesn't seem great, and also just... It's interesting. Like, I'm honestly kind of okay with trading this. By the way, that can go face. That's honestly okay. If they could buff it, it's worse. Probably just torch their face here, assuming they don't kill the 5/5. If they decide to hurt the symptom rather than the problem.
A potion for
It's worrisome. Man, people getting some good shit. I dislike all of this. EBH. Oh god, what good draws that they're getting.
Do you like attacking to try and get...
I mean,
5/5.
I don't know if I want to lose the 5/5 to kill the 3/8.
I mean, you wouldn't?
They'll block with both.
Oh, okay.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Might just a space here. I don't know if that's correct. I thought they might do that. But to be honest, that's a lot of damage to their face. This is mostly to get the scouts here. If I could kill one of their units, I would absolutely do it. It is flying. May be able to blag this. I don't care. I mean, you're getting an onslaught here. Oh, god damn it.
Oh.
Alright, we're gonna lose.
We lost.
God damn it, that was such a good pull. Jesus. We could have won this, but they got so many good things. Like, this dude potentially won them the game here.
Unblockable 2 damage?
Yep. Might have wanted to wait to try to just cycle that down, but I do like killing off that merchant, lowering numbers a little bit. This is gonna be interesting. God, that 3/8 did so much fucking work for him, though.
Yeah. Silenced and...
Like, just made a huge wall, gained them a ton of health when it came down.
I gave them exactly enough health that they would be dead now.
Yeah. They also, would have died by now if this guy, if they didn't have that, the Aegis from the Rhymeclave Smuggler.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if they'd be dead, but they'd be down to 3, and I'd have, like, the 2, 4... Like, I'd be so much closer to them dying. If I hadn't had to burn that on a face Aegis. Oh lord, is that spell?
God.
Yeah, we're gonna lose this game. That's the 3/3 for 4, I think. So that's good to know. Yep. I probably do want to just be like blocking stuff. Probably do just want to be digging for spells.
Wreck them!
Wrecked him.
Rectum.
Damn. Our opponent just got like perfect beats on us here. which is real unfortunate. Not that it matters. Ah, you have an arc runehammer. I've seen enough. Damn it. Would have been nice to get like the Horn of Plenty or anything, or like any other spells or anything. There were a lot of things that could have helped us there, and we drew none of them. Like even the Cryptic Etchings would have been nice. Oh god, we were so close to the line there. This plays. I don't feel great about transmuting, or about having to play Shugo Standard, but I do feel good about this Omnivorous Vorlunk. I like my style too. Good style. He good. Could always just double down with him and this. I don't really have like too many things now, but I don't really care about killing off a 2/2. This seems fine.
Let's go!
He cheats out so much tempo the earlier you can play him. If you want to spend a fast trick to kill this thing, I'm fine with that.
Ah, hello.
It's that card we didn't get.
Yep. Oh, we got these. In use.
Yep. These cost 2. Okay. That is fine. I do kind of want to try to get him out if I can. So I probably want to play it 2 instead of a Vorlunk. I'll take 2 damage, but whatever. Question is Pyromage or Devotee? Shifted or not shifted? Might actually play this shifted. I don't think her 1 damage is going to be doing much on this board. Like, if she could threaten to kill this guy, it'd be one thing, but... Go. Another reason not to. That's actually fine to envelop. Okay, you also have a fast spell at 1. Interesting. The Negata... Is it Savage Denial? Interesting. Might be worth keeping a thought on, because I think Savage Denial exists in this format. Oh, good to know he's gonna die next turn.
Yep. That's fine.
Yep. Seems fine.
Yeah.
Yep. Keeps. As does my boy!
Ignite!
Yep. The biggest thing with Pummel is that it does not, like, you have to be attacking for it to scout, so it actually does not have any synergy with Needle Spitter. Like, that dies, but they did get put behind quite a bit on tempo for that. For the price of admission. Kinda okay trading my 3-1 for the 2-2 here. Empty their board out a little bit. The other option would be to Pummel so she lives and then Vorlunk to kill this off, which I might do. That actually feels pretty good.
Alright. Backlash now. What you got? Meditation.
Ah, it's meditation. I need to keep my mind on meditation, to be honest. Don't need that.
Problem first. 24.
Yep. Unfortunately, this is a little bit late. Okay, I'm glad they actually did that. I'm not 100% sure if I wanted to do that attack or not. I'm not sure if Envelop is a card that's going to see a lot of play in this format or not. Interesting question.
You attack with both of them, right?
Yes. Boy, it's like I was begging you to block.
Hello.
Yeah, more gas.
Do you keep throwing away the power and let me play him?
Yep.
Life?
Yep. And I'm fine with 2-for-1ing after I also, you know, blew them the fuck up.
And now you
Yeah, it's, you may put him in. That's fine. Not going to.
Nope.
Don't really get any value out of doing that. He just
Let's
plays. And then we pray we pull a power at some point.
Yep.
Favorable winds today.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, 2-2 for one. Alright. Bold.
Alright. We're never gonna get to play this guy.
What do we have?
Maybe I really should, like, get myself up to 6 power before I start throwing sigils away, because it does seem like games go long enough for me to draw him.
Yeah, yeah.
It's interesting, because I'm generally, like, seeing it as a, oh, I should really just throw away because I want gas right now and I'm in the driver's seat. But I think making sure that he's not a dead draw when I get him means that I'll win games more so than the tempo loss of, like, getting an empty power draw might. Until I get to 6 power, at which point every power goes to the bottom of the deck. Alright, we're 2-2 now. Expected something. I don't know what. Doesn't seem like it because the light's on. Dank Train Tom. Boy, if I had anything else to play along with this conscript, I'd be all in for it, but I don't. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Well, that does play. At least there's that.
Not great, though. Not
Let's
great.
go!
And need a second time.
Let's go!
Alrighty. Well, I got the second time. Worth asking if I want to play Shugo Standard as power right now or try to hold it. That's really tough, to be honest. Because, like, if I'm gonna play it, this is the turn to do it. But I guess also I want Omnivorous Forlunk to be able to play next turn, so...
Yeah.
Like, if they present a target, I really want to just be able to wreck it.
Proud to
That's
serve.
not a target, though. Yeah, I think I'm pretty okay with holding the Shugo standard right now.
Stay alert.
Shrug. It's 4 damage. That also just dies.
Reporting in.
Okay, that made it.
Enemy sighted.
Alright, glad I held the Shugo standard. So now the question is whether I play the... I guess I have to play it out, really. Plus, they'd be able to kill him in a 2-for-1 if I didn't. So yeah, actively good here.
Well, he's unblockable.
True. I like swinging in with the Amanera, too,
Not rather than her? Does it matter?
Not really. I mean, if they are playing Shadow and have a Dark Return, then yes, it's better to kill this guy. But like outside of that, I don't really.
Reporting in.
We're gonna lose.
Enemy sighted.
Yeesh. They've drafted our deck much better than us. Our deck, but gooderer. I feel like if I'm them, I don't even block here. But hey, you never know. Yeah. Yeah, this dude, he's good, it turns out. Damn. Hard fought 2-3 here. Damn, this card's really good with Horn of Plenty. Oh, this is all unfortunate. We came that close. Yeah, fuck you. Damn. That's unfortunate. I mean, I guess Horn doesn't really fit in with the strategy we had. You know, like, Horn is definitely a go long card, and our deck didn't give a fuck about going long. Definitely, like, if I had been able to decide on Praxis sooner, we would have had a better thing. If Praxis had been a bit more open in the second set of packs, it would have been good. Oh well. There's Scarecrow, which is very, very good on twists. There's Good Idea at the time, which is a wizard hat with teeth. There's Retribution, which might just be what I take. Fucking hard removal.
Yep.
Hard removal. Costs 7 less if you have a 7 attack or more under you among your units. That's an interesting one. Also, Peak Top Trekker, which is the scout payoff. It's kind of nuts.
Yep.
I might just grab him. Let's see. There's Twin Flame, which is outrageously expensive. Although it is 4 potential damage to face or 2 hard removals.
Yep.
There's Blood Nurse, which is like really good if you can give her any health at all. Probably just take Peak Top Trekker here and see if I can make it. Because, like, this is permanent. This card is terrifying. Let's see.
There's
That's
that
a Char.
Stillweave Shroud.
There's Stillweave Shroud.
Char's good.
Of course, in the colors that I've never... that I haven't taken any of.
Yeah.
There's, like, good cards. There's, like,
Stun
Char,
an
there's
enemy
Horn of
unit
Plenty.
and Scout.
I know, I could do that. Yeah, I might just Char here. Outlaw Ringleader is pretty good. Svetch's Faithful is pretty good. Like, you don't want to play it without the Onslaught, but getting a 3/3 is quite good, especially if you can warp it off the top of the deck.
Behemoth.
There is Murderous Flock, which is quite good. There's Corrupted Behemoth, which is quite good. God damn. This is the biggest problem, that, like, it is so hard for me to get any read on these packs right now. Like, Fendoff is okay. Fendoff is not second pick okay. Third pick, okay, I feel like. I could go further into the scout.
Yeah.
Outlaw Ringleader seems really, really good, just like on numbers. Yeah, like Flock is more scout payoff without any scouts. On the other hand, there are so many scouts in this format, it's just like, I feel like Outlaw Ringleader is a better card.
Yeah.
I feel like Corrupted Behemoth is a better card. Such as Faithful might or might not be, I'm not 100% sure.
Go for the ringleader, yeah, Char.
Yeah.
Fire could be our backbone.
Yeah, Fire does seem to be pretty okay here. Like, maybe we just make another fucking Praxis deck. I don't know.
No, go, red and blue.
Red and blue is Skycrag.
Skycrag.
Yep, we could potentially do that. It does seem like green, there hasn't been too much. This is like a good fire card. This is probably at least a good time card, although I'm not sure how good at the moment. Definitely doesn't fit in as well with like wanting to onslaught things. Maybe we just go Murderous Flock.
Rather than the Sergeant.
It's the sort of thing like a 7/4 is alright. A 7/4 without evasion for 5 is less alright.
Okay.
It's not like bad, I don't think, but it's not like if this had Overwhelm, I would pick this all the time. The fact that it doesn't means that I'd probably take it a little bit later once I kind of knew what my deck's plan was and knew that she fit in.
Yep.
That said, again, this is day one drafting, so I don't know anything that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's Mining Team, which is pretty good. There's Yeti Bully, baby. Furnish is definitely pretty okay, although more so in a twist type deck. This does have Scout, so I think I'm just grabbing the hell out of it. Okay, the fact that like these three are all pretty good time cards, so maybe we are just playing Praxis again. Worth noting with Tremor Shocker that like you can play this for 4 and basically have a near guaranteed 6 damage eventually, which is really good for getting you all across the line. Like, you have to say you'll survive for 3 turns, but if my last deck had a Tremor Shocker, I think it would have won a few more games.
Yeah.
For example. Like, a 6 unblockable damage even once is pretty substantial.
Yeah.
Submerged Titan is also pretty good. I don't know if it's absolutely incredible for the speed of this format. Like, given the speed of this format, but I do think that it's like, you know, you play it and it's insurance for you're gonna get something really big eventually. Yeah.
Shocker?
Probably. Or Duelist is good. Yeah, there's just no green in these packs. Hold Under seems like okay removal. No Mass Jotun. Phase Out or Arcana Malik. I feel like a Phase Out is really good as a fast trick to play on one of your opponent's use it, or as a trick to play on one of your opponent's units to stop them from being able to block with it for 3 turns. Like, it's actually pretty substantial, potentially even better than playing it on one of your own units.
Can you use it to save a unit? No, it's a
Nope,
spell,
not
fast
fast.
spell, right? Yeah. Slag.
Give him fucking slag. And we got Scout, baby. You attack with 2 or more explorers, or when you attack with 2 or more explorers, draw ask for directions. There's a way to scout. Weird as that is. Sewer Sludge is in this format, go figure. Maybe I just, this is dumb, but maybe I just take ask for directions. Outside of that, it's like Trailblaze, which is also a scout, and also like more in the colors that I'm currently sitting on. I don't want to go 2, 3 colors if I can avoid it. There's Aerial Ace, which I'm not incredibly huge on. There's Farplace Finder, which is also a unit scout. Yeah, Grit's back. Grit at least has some like armor payoff strategies in this format, so it's like there are decks that are actually going to want to play Grit. Rampart Arbalest is also a pretty good card. Yeah, I think in our case, Trailblaze is better than Ask for Directions. The question here is really...
Do we have any explorers?
Fireplace Finder. You got Peak Top Trekker. But that's it. Probably Trailblaze. Rusty Grenamotive's very good. Downfall's in this format. It exists. Grenamotive's fine. Bladekin Apprentice probably isn't great, but I might just play it. Stinging Wind is kind of whatever. There's Excavation Assistant, but I kind of like part of the reason I didn't want Ask for Directions is because it was in time.
Actually, this is a nice constant source of scout.
Yeah, I think I'd like Horned Vorlunk, but yeah, Cryptic things. Ankle Cutter's nice.
Not a snow crust yet.
Watchful Marinara is good, but Gun Down is removal and Backpacker's Machete is
Scout and a weapon.
is scout and a weapon.
Like that.
Interesting question whether I want the Gun Down or the good weapon here. Because like removal is so rare in this format, and it's not like, you know, like I've got Char right now and that's about it, but god, the synergy! Pummel's always nice.
Scout and plus.
Check on an Astromancer's Compass more than it wants an Aerial Ace. I mean, I guess Aerial Ace is some, like, stuff in the air. Cloud of Ash or Seek Power. Seek Power might help me splash in these Cryptic Etchings,
Yeah.
which would definitely be, you know, a source for both Flock and Peaktop Trekker.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think I like that. Snowfort or Cloud Snake Hatchling. Interesting. Snowfort's good for twists. We don't really have twists at the moment, but it also does help you just attack in, feel a little bit safer.
Well, we're not going to get any twists at the moment. We're going to have to wait until the last pack.
Yep. Finally, an Aurelian Merchant.
Yeah. Woo.
I mean, it's not like I'm all that excited by Clan Wallbreaker. Torrential Downpour is, I think, okay in this format, and it does scout, so maybe I just want to full commit to the fucking scout strats. Like, if Aurelian Merchant was, in color, was a fire or a, whatchamacallit? Primal Merchant, I would probably just pick it here, but it being slightly out might make it a bit awkward to fit into the deck. Maybe I just take a Torrential Downpour here and scout some more. I do like a Cloud of Ash. I think I like it more than most of these things. Yeah. Chaos! Advanced Scout is fine. Overheat sucks because it's not fast. The second Cloud of Ash is less good. Like that, or do I take an Awakened Sentinel in case I want to splash
our Justice happened.
I know, the Justice just suddenly appeared. Hidden Shiv or Voracious Fursona? Probably the Fursona. Like with the Snowfort, it's actually kind of okay. Plus we're on 3s. We actually have a lot of 3s. We'll see.
My grandfather's axe.
You could get your Grandpappy's axe. You could also get Flash Freeze, which is in a similar space to Cloud of Ash.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily see Grandpappy's axe as doing all that much.
Yeah, either of them, yeah. Flash Freeze.
Barf. All of these are bad.
Reforge our machete.
I could reforge my Backpacker's Machete. Impulse actually kind of helps. Astromancer's Compass can also potentially be nice. How much would I like having Flash to Primal here? I mean, I do really like having Tremor Shocker at the top end of the deck. So maybe that's enough for it. By the way, I am once again going to have to pick the hell out of some units. We're at 14 now, though, so like, even though some of these aren't amazing, I'm actually pretty happy with a lot of the unit quality we have. If that Vorlunk had been an in-color unit, I would have taken it, though. Probably not a nice front runner, though. Yeah, we really gotta hope that we get, like, maybe one more Murderous Flock or two more like, any number of Murderous Flocks would be really good here. A Peaktop Trekker is probably too much to ask, but hey, never know.
Any other scout payoff? I'm sure there's more of them.
Yeah, fine, I'll take a fucking front runner. Ah, Kimi, Exploration Guide. So there's Oni Patrol, which is pretty
There's
good.
the ooze.
There's Quicksilver Ooze, but I think I don't want to go too much into this. Needle Spitter is more scout payoffs.
Yeah, sure.
Do I have enough that are not, like, attack-based is the key.
Yeah.
Because of course it's just 3 this turn, so like something like Advanced Scout doesn't get me anything. Mining Team does. It is the sort of thing, he's kind of like decent filler in a deck that wants to be scouting. Obviously,
Cryptic
if I have the Cryptic
Etchings.
Etchings, he's good. Backpacker's Machete is good.
Not pummel.
It's sort of like this is a much more reliable unit. This is a
Yeah.
unit that could potentially do a lot more damage. Gimme could be fun, but I think we really, really want to be thrown into going into stuff. Ideally, the Fragility seems okay. Tantrum, we don't have too many shifts, but it still might be worth it. Because it's damage. I don't think the Amber Wisp does us too much. Daring Maneuver's quite nice. The second Outlaw Ringleader. Right now my 4s are not super huge, especially because this is almost always a 2. So maybe I just go Outlaw Ringleader here. Need to fill up my units. Cover Fire Marksman is fucking ridiculous. Should be noted.
Oh boy, alright.
Praxis Insignia would not be active, but it does give me another one. But there's also a Streets of Flame here, so never mind anything I just said. Horde Duelist is pretty good, particularly because you definitely want to make sure you fill your 2s out if you can. Cobalt Coin is actually pretty alright. I'd be more into Bulbous Humbug if yellow was one of my main colors.
Yeah.
Same with Corrupted Behemoth. They'd both be really good picks, but I think right now Cobalt Coin might just be... It might be better if I'm, like, picking Skycrag cards over time cards so as not to mess up the deck too much. That's funny, but I think it's the Murderous Flock
Hi,
here.
Flock.
Outdraw is probably too expensive for the deck. Well, we'll see what this deck does.
Yeah. "17 spells.
Just enough, if you ask me. Alright, so there's Slag, which is whatever. Remove as much time as I can, generally. But keep the ones that are real good. Like, honestly, maybe that guy still makes it in. Awakened Sentinel? Yeah, he's pretty good. Endurance 3/5 is quite strong for just gumming up the board. Blink is probably not necessary. Ruin is definitely not necessary. Hold Under is probably more expensive than what we want to be doing. Overheat has Scout, so I'm not immediately throwing it away. Cloud of Ash, it probably gets cut, but I want to, like, you know, really consider if it needs to be cut before I say that for sure. Flash Freeze or Cloud of Ash? Cloud of Ash is more blowouty, Flash Freeze is fast. That's a bit better. Helps you win trades. Furnish probably doesn't do enough.
No.
Phase Out might stay, just as a very poor man's Flash Freeze. Multi-turn. That's always good. Does Snow Fort stay in? Maybe. Rid of this guy. far as removal goes, we've got Char, we've got Torrential Downpour, we've got Streets of Flame. Like, Tantrum's probably not amazing without too many shifts. Like, Tantrum's a card that I'm pretty happy to play even when I'm not super in shift. But it's a card that I really love to play when I'm in shift, for sure. And I think we have enough other stuff that it's not strictly necessary. I'm not 100% certain about that, but hey. Does this deck want 2 Cryptic Etchings? Probably. I cut like both the Persona and the Snow Fort. No. This deck's a little bit all over the place, I would say that. Might have a little bit of trouble in that regard. We shall see. We're up to 17 power, which is probably about where this deck is thinking. I'll probably take a quick piss before going on to the next thing. Yeah, this is fine. Probably really looking for that Trekker if I can find him. Ooh. Yeah, I'd at least be able to play the mining team. Nice. Then double damage that motherfucker.
Yeah, the thing about the tracker is it's still primal.
Yes.
Have to be aware of that.
I've never been aware of anything in my life.
That's true.
I don't think this deck is amazing. It didn't quite come together like I was hoping. May just not end up in that. It's also sort of like, do I want to play the Voracious Foray and ditch the Awakened Sentinel just to cut down the curve a little bit harder? But then when I really want the double, because yeah, that would make it a little easier to play Peak Top Trekker. I just worry about the Voracious Foray.
Yeah.
Hank69, thank you for the follow. Deck has 7 sources of primal, sources of fire, 4 sources of time, or 9 sources of fire, 5 sources of time. We'll see. I'll probably take this in and die horribly, but hey.
That's fair enough. Ty, thank you for the host. We are playing new draft. It's our second one. It's our second deck. It's a bit all over the place. I guess we'll be back in a second. He's just taking a pee break. How y'all doing, everyone? Yes, it's starved. We haven't been offered the best Yeti boy. Which is a shame. We did get one in the one we did off stream that went 4-3. And we got that good Yeti boy. I hosted it.
Yep. Surgically timed host there.
Yep. Change your decision?
I think so. It getting attacks in is really nice. It trading for other units so other things can get attacks in is pretty nice. I don't think this deck wants to be sitting waiting around too much. It'll need the primal eventually, but this is fine.
Out away.
What are you gonna do? Play a 2 health card?
Nope.
That's
Hi,
good.
Primal.
Bring it on!
Run screaming into my enemy's face, as you do. They don't have an envelop in their hand. That's fun.
Bring it on!
Have they brought it on yet?
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, we'll be able to play that and scout if we don't get from there.
Looking for me?
How mild, do you know? Alright.
You can then, you can superiority complex it if you care to.
I could. That's definitely potentially scary, but and we'll definitely blow that up. It's not great to get a 2-for-1, but needs must. Sadly, making him reckless doesn't do much unless they play attack on him. That I can make reckless, which is fun. Definitely just start. That's pretty good. You can stay. I'll probably just play Cobalt Coin on that guy.
In every turn.
Can't like do much with them, but if I find something that flies, I'll at least be able to stop them. It's a bit more dangerous to them.
Hello, Sentinel.
Fuck. That's annoying.
Yep.
God, I hate when my opponent has numbers and also gets through the shit that I would have had. Like, the stuff that I have to remove. Ugh, that's annoying.
Shift them.
Oh yeah.
My aim is true.
4 damage eventually. I fucked up.
You don't have enough power to shift them.
I'm an idiot. Oh well. 4 damage would have been nice. We were gonna lose this game no matter what. It's fine. Look at all these cards that could be good. Man, we have been getting such bad beats today. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think this deck is gonna get run over a whole bunch. But at least I've got my flying. God, this all sucks. Like, Torrential Downpour would have been great if I'd drawn it in the exact opposite order
Yeah.
of the unit behind it. Yeah, fuck him up. Oof. We got completely rolled there. Siphon Vitality is an okay card, it turns out. Yeah, I do not have high hopes for this deck at all. Oh god, reading packs is tough, and it feels really punishing because packs 2 and 3 suck. Maybe what Bromsky has for us. I feel like you really want to be playing this guy as a 5.
Ugh.
Ah! Our deck is half fire.
Yeah. Nope.
We're not going to draw any fire sources,
No.
but our deck is half fire, and I just want that to be stated ahead of time. Play something with 1 health. Hell, shift it. See if I care. Red Mage!
Red Mage, thank you.
It's fucking 20-month resub, holy crap.
Please, anything else?
Alright, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken. This isn't targeted.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So take fire here over time, right? I'll pull a
Yeah.
fire sigil next turn, but you know, that's just the way it is sometimes.
Yep.
I fucked up there and should have played the
Oh, down for. Yeah.
The,
Yeah. Downfall.
downfall first. That was
No,
dumb.
whatever it was. Torrential downpour.
I'll keep this so I can play both of these if necessary. Keep my tempo moving. Yeah, that was just bad play on my part. This format is going to be like really, really complex to draft, I should mention. I'm actually pretty okay with that.
Sharp wits, sharp
Worth
blades.
noting that these two probably don't interact with each other in a harmonious way. Yes, it doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
Watch this!
First it next.
Potentially. No, their deck is also doing our thing. They're better than us. That's good. Now I just need a time sigil, ever.
New lands to explore.
A 5-drop for a 5-drop and also a cost thing. Which, you know, not the best thing in the world, but... Yeah, so that definitely wouldn't have gotten the quick draw lady
Yeah.
in the way that I would have wanted. Alright, we lose.
We lose.
Hard to play around 2 Sky Cragwive arcs.
Alright.
This might just be a pretty short stream. Which sucks, but
Yep.
I am definitely not feeling great right now. Well, at least we know what this player's strategy is going to be. I'm keeping this.
Alright.
I need another power. If I don't pull one fast enough, we lose horribly, but this has the peak top Trekker, and I can get it to a 4/4. Can get it even bigger, in fact.
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually better because I play this first and then I play him and then do it. If I can pull a power at all, I'm going to win. To the point where it may have been worth torrential downpouring there, although that might just be a little too much.
Message.
Here, though, I have to do it. I mean, I'm taking a risk here.
Yeah.
If I lose this, this is not the fault of my deck at all. I think Scout's really good. I think this deck is really bad.
Yeah.
Favorable winds today.
If this deck had gotten power in the first 2 turns, I think we'd be winning right now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Oh. Yeah, that kind of day.
Nope.
Like seals are relevant. They're at 32 health. I'm at 8.
We must rise up!
It is such a shame, because this hand almost played. I don't hate that I kept that. It's also them getting a really fast start, but I guess that's what you play with in this format. I think in the last and earlier ones, you could really assume that people were kind of going to take turns 1 and 2 off. Here, that's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that kind of sucked, but that's just how it is sometimes. Hopefully next week we can get some better ones going. Well, we are taking this weekend off, so I guess our next stream will be Tuesday, Fire Emblem, right?
Advance War.
Yes! Advance Wars on Tuesday, and then Fire Emblem in the afternoon.
Yep.
So, guess we will see you at that point.
Yep.
Sorry about the shorter stream, everybody, but today was just, not the greatest for us. Oh well.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.